Alright, boys. Quick update on the Strig. Not a lot going on. Just doing a little primer. And sanded that out a couple times. A lot of high and low spots that need to get faired out. And now I'm going over it with the spot putty. Fill in the little scratches and gaps and imperfections in the glass work. There's like a spot there where the top and bottom overlapped. There's a little void right there. That little area needs to get sanded out. So it's coming along slowly. See the canopies down there. So you see I got tired of the airplane fumbling around on these foam stands. And so I built this airplane stand for painting, mostly, because when I go to paint this, obviously, I'm gonna have to paint the whole thing at once, and so short of hanging it from the rafters in the garage, I built this. So basically, just some scrap wood I had in the shop. Just a piece of plywood, a couple holes in it, another piece of plywood which got some slots so I could raise that up and down, and then a third piece where I have the standoffs bolted through and one bolt in the middle. There's a blind nut in here, and that allows me to well, here, I'll show you. Alright, so what that does, that allows me to sit there and rotate it any way I want. If I want to work on it in here, play with servos, exhaust, put it in a couple different angles so I can see the flaws. See, pretty good. I'm going to need some putty here where these old screw holes were. Not going to use the glazing for that. It's too big a hole. So I got to do that. Oh, a little spot right here. So you twist it, you turn it, this stuff all shows up in the right angle of the light. Just going to go ahead and put all of this spot putty all along this little line, and then I'll sand it out. You can only use this stuff with real thin fills, like, I would say no deeper than like a 32nd of an inch deep, because it shrinks a lot. So if you try to fill a big hole with it, it's going to shrink and crack on you. If you got a big hole, you want to use some epoxy and fill. But for these little spot holes, little teeny holes, it works good. Just put a bunch on there and then sand it out after. There's a little there. I'm going to go over it some more, but you get the idea. Anyway, I like my little stand. Makes it so I can see what's going on. These real tiny, tiny little flaws in the glass. They don't sand these arcs out beautiful. And I kind of made the mistake. I didn't really block sand it out perfect before I started glassing. I should have. I should know better. A little bit down here. I think I could sand that out because that's all solid glass down there. But anyway, dig in my little stand. And that'll mostly be used just for painting. Maybe some prep. The only thing I don't like about it, of course, it's wood, and so it's got some flex to it. If I clamp it to the table, I plan on putting, can you see that? Let's see. I plan on putting, see there's two holes here. I ordered some bolts with some, hand knobs, bolts, or nuts, so I could adjust it by hand. Those should be coming soon. And so this will have 4 bolts. That'll make it not flex as much. This thing too. every time I spin it, it comes loose a little bit, which is not good. Wrong size. Is it? Oh yeah. So that's a little tighter. These are kind of loose. Need some tinkering with it, make it a little firmer. But for painting, that's plenty good. And the wing, let's see. Let's go over to the wing. The wing's close to paint, to primer. I got it all sanded. Still got to work on these gear door area. But I'm going to start putting some primer on it. There's the elevators and rudder. I don't know, nothing exciting. This is the slow part. Getting everything painted. And I don't know. I'd say I'm a few weeks away from, maybe about a week away or so from putting some color on it. So stay tuned. Take care.